all of you. I am Sunidhi Shahi and I'm going to be the host for the webinar today. Today we are going to talk about the exclusive opportunities for the physiotherapist for the BPT and DPT graduates. We will be discussing about the physiotherapy career in Australia, New Zealand and the United Kingdom as well. So we will be talking about the APC exam. So I request you all to please be on mute for the webinar. The time I'm giving the presentation, I request you all to be on mute so that the webinar can run smoothly, the presentation. And then after I am done with the presentation, you all can unmute yourself and ask your questions one by raising your hands. So once you raise your hand, I will be calling out your names one by one, and then you can ask your question, unmute yourself, and then once you get your answer, you can mute yourself again, and then we will be continuing the process like that. So to start with, I would like to give you all a little introduction about Academically. So Academically's headquarters is in Australia. Academically is an edtech aimed at helping healthcare professionals excel in their lives and their careers. It was established by Dr. 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗃𝗃, who is an educationist and a healthcare professional with years of experience across several roles in not only in India, but in Malaysia and Australia as well. Academically offers support to healthcare professionals like you all who wish to upskill their career by migrating to Australia or other countries like New Zealand, UK, US, and the other countries as well. So we set new standards by providing the preparation courses for the most advanced global healthcare exams, and Academically also offers guidance, resources, and unwavering support. Now, I would like to tell you all about our founder and CEO, Dr. 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗃𝗃. So, Dr. 𝗙𝗙𝗃𝗃 is a clinical pharmacist and lecturer with over 10 years of teaching and research experience across various subjects of medicine in India, Malaysia, and Australia as well. So his only goal is to help the qualified healthcare professionals across the globe, be it pharmacists, doctors, optometrists, physiotherapists, nurses, and the other healthcare professionals as well, to achieve their passion and dreams by educating and training them. So I would like to give a little introduction of our academic heads at Academically. We have Dr. 𝗙𝗔 Sharma. So Dr. 𝗙𝗔 serves as the assistant academic head for the medical courses at Academically. She brings over a decade of medical expertise to the role and a dedicated scholar. Dr. Sharma holds an MBBS and MD degree completed in India and an MBA from the Charleston Southern University. She is a distinguished researcher and has contributed to several impactful research papers and studies. So at Academically, she oversees the development and updation of the medical courses to help the global doctors to avail the best curriculum and study resources. We also have Dr. 𝗙𝗥𝗃𝗃𝗃. He is a seasoned pharmacy expert with a PhD in pharmaceutical sciences and over 14 years of professional experience. So as the assistant academic head at Academically, he leads the development of innovative pharmacy courses, contributing significantly to educational advancement in the field. Dr. 𝗙𝗃𝗃𝗃 is also a respected editor for the several scientific journals and has authored numerous scientific articles and book chapters published in renowned journals. So, we have our faculties who have undergone through the similar journey. They are also, the preparation courses that we are providing, they have also qualified for the same. So you can see on the screens that we have our faculties. We have Prachi ma'am, we have Kushangi ma'am, we have Mansi ma'am and Dilpreet Kaur ma'am. So we have all the faculties who have also cleared the, APC exam. They have gone through the APRA registration process. So we have all the faculties who have, been gone through the similar journey, so they will be able to guide you the best because they are already doing their work in Australia and the different parts of the world. Now comes the most important part, that why choose Australia. So Australia has to offer you all more than 1,85,000 visas. They also have, the government of Australia is looking out for the physiotherapist with more than 6,000 job vacancies. And of course, the main highlight of this is the salary part, that they are providing the salary of up to AUD 1 lakh. So Australia has a lot to offer you in terms of everything, be it visa, be it job opportunities, or the salaries as well. Now, once you see that, there are a lot of job portals where you can apply as a physiotherapist. We have 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗘𝗃 where you can see that, there are more than 5,570 job opportunities waiting for you. So you can directly go on the portal and apply for the jobs that you wish to go for. We have 𝗙𝗥𝗘𝗃, when we see the average salary, you can directly see on the screen, the salaries are amazing. The salary you see is $190K. The job growth is more than 27.8%. The job satisfaction is amazing. Job opportunities are very, very high. Now we will also talk about the benefits for a physiotherapist in Australia. So, number one, which I mentioned in the previous slide, that the higher earning potential. So with average annual salaries that goes up to AUD 1 lakh, migrating to Australia as a physiotherapist has immensely high earning potential. Then there is, of course, also quality of life. We just can't see the salaries, but also the quality of life that Australia has to offer. It is known for its high standard of living, excellent healthcare, diverse culture, making it an attractive destination for many, many people. Then there are a lot of career opportunities as well. So there is high demand for physiotherapists in Australia, along with a lot of perks such as instant PR visas. Now, when we talk about the work-life balance, that is very important, and that we usually don't get in our home country. Australia has a very good work-life balance, which help physiotherapists manage their workload and maintain a healthy lifestyle. Now, we will also talk about the professional development that Australia has to offer. So physiotherapists in Australia have access to ongoing professional development opportunities and advanced technologies, which can help them advance their skills and knowledge. Now, one of the most important thing that, we tell all of our healthcare professionals in the webinars and social media platforms, that they provide free education and healthcare access. So Australia offers several perks to the residents, such as free education for the children and free healthcare access. Now we will talk about what is APC written assessment. So APC written assessment is the assessment conducted by the Australian Physiotherapy Council to check the competence of overseas physiotherapists and grant them registration in Australia. So the whole purpose of this exam is to ensure that the international qualified physiotherapists have the necessary knowledge of practicing safely and effectively within the Australian healthcare system. So in order to practice in Australia, you need to meet the certain standard, and for that you need to clear this APC written assessment. Now we will give you a brief on the APC exam, like the exam centers, the exam dates, and how this exam is conducted. So when we talk about the exam centers, the APC written assessment is a remote written assessment. The best part, which means that you can take it anywhere, including your home country. So you do not have to go to Australia to take up this exam. You can take this remotely from your home country as well. And when we talk about the exam dates, so the APC written assessment is conducted 4 times a year in a month of March, June, September, and December. So this happens 4 times a year. So you can decide it accordingly which month would be the best and most feasible for you, and when you are like fully prepared to take up the APC exam. And how this exam is conducted? The APC exam is remotely supervised examination conducted 4 times a year, as I mentioned. And this means that the candidates from India can complete the written assessment from India itself. You do not have to go to Australia or any other country or city. Now, very important part, that how are you eligible and if you're eligible or not. So we will check the eligibility criteria. So you need to have a 4-year bachelor's degree in physiotherapy, and the candidate must hold the educational qualification requirements for registration without any restriction in your country of training. So I hope it is clear, because eligibility is very important for you to take up this exam. So this is the eligibility criteria that you need to meet. Now the steps. So the first step is the interim certificate, where the eligibility will be assessment and cultural safety training will happen. Then the physiotherapy written examination, and then the English proficiency test. So obviously, if you're going to Australia from your home country, you need to take up the English proficiency test. because obviously you'll have to speak in English there with your patient. So you need to give the English proficiency, and then comes the physiotherapy clinical examination. That is the general registration. So it is an important note also mentioned that you can give the English proficiency test before or after the written examination. So you can take up the test according to your feasibility and according to your comfort. Now, the skill assessment requirements are your physiotherapy degree, very important, transcript, your work experience evidence. So if you have any work experience, you need to show the evidence, your proof with all of your experience letter. You need to show the valid passport, your government ID proof, one passport size photograph, and your physiotherapy registration certificate from your home country. Now, as I mentioned, that English proficiency is very, very important. So you will get 3 options, out of which you can choose which one you would like to take on. So you have options between IELTS, PTE and OET. So when we talk about IELTS, you need to have an individual band score of at least 7 to pass for this exam. Then when we talk about PTE, you need to have a score of 65 or higher. It is mandatory. And when we talk about OET, minimum score of 350 out of 500 or grade B is required. Now we will talk about the features of the APC exam. So number 1 is that exam consists of 15 case-based scenarios with 4 MCQ questions in each case in one session. So total will be 2 sessions, 120 questions and 30 case-based scenarios. The time duration of the exam is 4 hours in total. The minimum scoring is 50%. So if you want to qualify for this exam, you need to score at least 50%. There is no negative marking. So it is also very, very important and a very good thing for all of you that, there is no negative marking for this exam. And the duration of preparation is just 16 weeks when you take up the course with Academically. Now we will talk about the expression of interest. You will be eligible for the permanent visa. If you clear the exam, you will be eligible for the 189 or 190 PR visa. For when we talk about the sponsored visa, you will be eligible for 482 visa, but you need to have 2 years of experience. For 494 visa, you need to again have 2 years of experience. For 491 visa, regional sponsored PR visa will be provided. And for the 407 training visa with no experience, absolutely. So there is a note that the experience required for the 482 visa will be reduced to 1 year effective from November. So it has already been effective from November onwards, that now for the 482 visa, only 1 year of experience is required. It has reduced from 2 to 1. Now the program highlight mention that we provide the instructor-led and self-paced content. We provide 101 mentoring support at Academically. We provide extended access to the content. We also provide flexible schedules. So even if you are working along with the preparation, we provide the flexibility so that you can take up the courses, you can take up the classes, according to your comfort and according to your flexibility when you are available. We also provide periodic webinars from the industry mentors. We regularly provide the feedbacks and assessment. We also not just for clearing the exam, we also help you with the CV writing, the cover letter generation, and the post guidance as well. And then we also give the support in the placement and visa. So it is a one-stop solution where you're getting all of the things that you need to clear the APC exam, and then after going to Australia. Now, we will also tell you about the fee structure for the APC exam. So there are the steps. Step 1, the English proficiency test. For example, if you take up the PTE exam, you will be charged AUD 285. The interim certificate for the eligibility assessment, cultural safety training would cost you around AUD 1,364. Then the written assessment exam would cost you around AUD 1,958. And the final clinical assessment exam would cost you AUD 4,263. So let's talk about the HCPC exam for the United Kingdom now. So what is the HCPC registration for physiotherapist for the United Kingdom? So the UK faces a shortage of physiotherapists as European professionals' previous ease of visa access has been significantly restricted. So this change has led to increased job opportunities for physiotherapists within the United Kingdom. So the Health and Care Profession Council, HCPC, is the statutory regulatory for 15 health and care professions in the United Kingdom, and its registration process is essential for ensuring that physiotherapists are qualified and competent and meet professional standard to practice in UK. So similarly, how you need to clear the APC exam for the Australia, for the United Kingdom, you need to go through the HCPC registration to meet the United Kingdom standard. Additionally, patients are becoming increasingly aware of and complain with the home exercise regimes, making physiotherapy a demanding job in the UK. So the demand for the physiotherapist have been constantly increasing in the United Kingdom, and international physiotherapists can register in the UK by submitting the required documents. Unlike in other countries, there is no need for an exam. You just need for the HCPC registration. Now, as we discussed about why to choose Australia, we will also talk about why choose the United Kingdom. So there are more than 24,100 plus visas for skilled worker in the United Kingdom. There are more than 3,000 plus current openings for the role of registered physiotherapist. And when we talk about the salary, it is, £40,588 is the annual salary. So it is great if you compare it with your home country. Now we will talk about the benefits for physiotherapists in the United Kingdom. So physiotherapists in the UK earn competitive salaries, obviously, with the potential of increase. There is no qualifying exams, and you must submit the necessary document for the registration. That is it. Physiotherapy is a growing field with increasing demand for qualified professionals, and many physiotherapy roles offer flexible work hours, part-time options, and the possibility of self-employment, contributing to a better work-life balance. So you also get a lot of part-time options. You get a lot of you get the possibility to be self-employed as well. So that is the perk of going to the United Kingdom. Now we will talk about the HCPC registration eligibility criteria. To be eligible for the registration with the HCPC, international physiotherapists should go through the international route for the registration process. So the criteria for this are that you must have completed your training and obtained your qualification outside the UK, either with BPT or MPT, so bachelor's or master's degree in physiotherapy. Your training and qualification must be pertinent to one of the professions regulated by the HCPC, and you must have at least 1 or 2 years of experience in the relevant field. You should not have been previously registered with the HCPC, and English proficiency, IELTS, is mandatory. Now we will talk about the procedure of the HCPC registration for the physiotherapist. So physiotherapists who have obtained degree outside the United Kingdom will have to go through the international route for HCPC registration. So the steps for the registering with the HCPC is, first one is that read and understand the standard of proficiency, collect preliminary document and prepare your course information form, CIF. Then certify your CIF and other supporting documents, prepare and upload your scrutiny application online, pay the scrutiny fee of £639.98. HCPC will assess your online application and give the outcome in just 2 to 4 months. And then once HCPC sends an invitation for the registration, you can complete the registration with a payment of £232.72, and your details will be listed in the HCPC registration under the respective title. So now we will talk about physiotherapy registration in Australia without any exams. So to become a registered physiotherapist in the United Kingdom without taking any exam, the physiotherapy registration guidance by Academically offers specially designed step-by-step guide to help you through the United Kingdom, New Zealand, and Australia registration process. This guide assists you in becoming a registered physiotherapist in these countries, ultimately leading to registration in Australia. So physiotherapist in home country is the stop, then UK registration, then the New Zealand registration, then you need to have 2 years work experience, and then the Australia registration. Now, what we'll get in this guidance program? So guidelines for entering detailed candidate information is that you need to have a list of documents needed for registration submission, then step-by-step guidance throughout the registration process according to the respective country's guidelines, then personalized guidance session with a registered trainer, and exclusive tips on getting registered quickly and easily. Now, why become a physiotherapist in the UK, New Zealand, and Australia? So I have already talked about Australia, but we will also talk about United Kingdom here. As I mentioned that you will get a salary of, annual salary for physiotherapist is £40,588. There are more than 3,000 job openings. There are, 24,100 plus visa options. When we talk about Australia, the annual salary for physiotherapist is 95,000 AUD, then more than 5,000 current job openings and 1,85,000 plus visa options available. So we have talked about the United Kingdom, registration process. We have talked about Australian registration process. Now we will talk about the New Zealand registration process for physiotherapist, the International Express Pathway. So you can become a registered physiotherapist in New Zealand through the International Express Pathway. So the steps to registration is, the step 1 is document submission. Step 2 is the initial review. After the application is submitted, it will be reviewed for completeness. If any documents or evidence are missing or there are concerns about the eligibility, the applicant will be emailed for the further information before the application is processed. If the application does not meet the criteria for any reason, one of the following will occur. The applicant will be given the opportunity to withdraw the application, or the applicant will get the refund, the return. The proposal to decline the application will be made, and if the application meets the criteria, it will be put forward for the registration. Now the step 3 is the registration. So applications deemed to meet the minimum requirement for registration are sent to our registrar for the approval. Once this is completed, you will receive an email confirmation. So eligibility is currently holding unrestricted registration as a physiotherapist in the United Kingdom, Ireland, Canada, or South Africa. Yes, so we will talk about the Australian registration for physiotherapist, a Trans-Tasman mutual recognition pathway. So Australia and New Zealand have the Trans-Tasman Mutual Recognition Act, which allows any profession to have their qualification recognized in either country, physiotherapists included. So if you are registered as a physiotherapist in New Zealand, you can apply for registration in Australia. So the steps to registration is as followed. Number 1, again, document submission. Second is initial review. So after the application is submitted, it will be reviewed for completeness. If any document or evidence are missing, or if there are concerns about eligibility, an email will be sent requesting further information before the application is processed. If the application does not meet the criteria for any reason, one of the following will occur. The applicant will be given the opportunity to withdraw their application. The application will be returned again. A proposal or to decline the application will be made. And if the application meets the criteria, it will be put forward for the registration. Phase 2 is the registration process. Application deemed to meet the minimum requirement for registration are sent to a registrar for the approval. Once this is completed, you will receive an email confirmation. Now again, the eligibility is that physiotherapists who hold full registration and a current certificate, practicing certificate issued by the Physiotherapy Board of New Zealand and practice of 2 years. Now we will come to the main point, why we are here, why trust academically. So as I mentioned that, we have more than 1,000 positive reviews and more than 90% of success rate. So you just need to go on Google, type academically.com, and you can read all the reviews that is given by our students, who have qualified for the exams, who have enrolled through Academically, and then you can go through the reviews and check out. And the best part is that we have our more than 90% of success rate. Now, as I mentioned in the start about our faculties, we have highly experienced and qualified faculties who have undergone through a similar journey as yours. Now, our course, we have high quality researched and precise content in accordance with strategies to clear the exams. We have alumni network. So we have a whole community of hundreds of ex-students who are successfully placed in their careers. So we have our community also with in all of the platforms where you can meet them, you can talk to them and how they have qualified for the exam. We will give you the access where you can talk to them about their real life experience. We also give personalized approach where academically provide constant counseling, mentorship, and motivation support. Even if you're not satisfied with all of this, you can visit our office. You can, visit our office in Australia or India to discuss with Dr. Akram and the team at Academically. Now, we have also been featured in a lot of media, coverages. We have been featured, you can see on the screen, in the News Nation, the Economic Times. We have been featured in News 18, Hindustan Times, Startuppedia. Dr. Akram has been featured in a lot of magazines, newspapers, articles, News Nation, News 18. We have also been featured in the Indian Express. Academically has also been featured in the Outlook, the Hindustan Times, the Economic Times, the Times of India, and many more. We have been featured in the Business Standard, the Startup Rise, Z News. We have been awarded in a lot of, we have got a lot of recognition worldwide. And as I mentioned about the reviews, you can find us on Google. You can type Academically Global Dehradun or Academically just Global, and you can read out all the reviews that our students have given. So if you wish to follow us, we are very, very active on all of our social media handles. We have our YouTube pages for specific courses. We have our Instagram handle. We have our Facebook handle. We have WhatsApp community. We have Instagram community. So you can follow it. You can see on the screen, the QR code is mentioned. You can scan it and then you can follow us on our social media handles. This is our YouTube page with the name of Dr. Akram Ahmed. So recently, we have also started the study abroad by Academically. So this is your pathway to global healthcare education. So till now, we were providing the preparation courses, but now we have also started the study abroad program and, worldwide. So if you're a healthcare professional, if you have any friends, any, colleagues, anyone, any known, you can, share this also with them that we have also started the study abroad program with Academically, by Academically. So you can, scan the QR code and you can follow us with the name of studyabroad.academically and you can join our channel for all of the updates. Then we also have our WhatsApp community where you can get all the important updates, the FAQ, syllabus changes, and all of the top resources in one place. So you can scan it and you can follow us on WhatsApp as well. So I am now done with my presentation. Now I would like to request you all to please start raising your hands and one by one, I will be calling out your names and then you can start asking your questions. So unmute yourself and ask your question. I will be calling out the names. Yes, Mahesh, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yes, hi, this is Mahesh.
Hi, yes.
Yeah, I have a question about an exam, OPR exam in the Australia pharmacy because I'm the registered pharmacist in India. But I did not have an experience in the pharmacy, but have an experience in the different field like in the medical coding. Yes, are you audible, my voice?
Yes, you are audible. Just a second.
Yeah.
Arindam sir, are you there?
Yes. I'm here. Could you please repeat the question? You're a
Yes.
pharmacist, you said.
Yes. Good morning. Yeah, this is Mahesh. Bhupati Mahesh from Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh,
Okay.
India.
Okay.
Yes, I am the registered pharmacist in Andhra Pradesh as academically from the Andhra University. So I am doing
Okay.
my job in the medical coding at present. That means medical
Medical
coding means
coding experience is not valid.
not valid. That's what I'm asking. It's not a valid
Yeah.
for my pharmacist. It's a different field. That's why I already indicated that it's a different field. So now I have to ready to go to the Australia for as a pharmacist.
Hmm.
As a
o-
pharmacist.
Right.
So what would I have to do? Because I have entered in this channel, I have hearing about only the physiotherapist. I did not have heard about
This
the
is actually,
before.
Mahesh, this is actually a webinar related to physiotherapy only. Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
we conducted a similar sort of a webinar last week for pharmacists, but
Yes,
then
but
obviously, yeah,
this is the
obviously
first.
I'll brief you about multiple the steps that are required to actually land in Australia. You have to do your
Yes,
document verification. You have to write an exam called OPRA,
yes,
right?
yes.
You have to
Opera. Yes,
clear the English proficiency test with
yes,
7 bands overall and individual, and there are multiple other steps like you have to do 1575 hours of internship, which is a paid
yeah.
one obviously, and post that you have to write the intern oral and written exam to get the full
Mm.
registration in Australia. Having
Yes,
said that, Mahesh, I would request that if you can I mean, we already have your numbers, so
yes, yes,
if there is,
yes. Yes,
I'll
I
get
already
you.
spoken with you. I already spoken with you, but that is from the another number. And a few guys also spoken with me. That's the another number. I lost my phone. This is my new number. While I lost my phone, I spoken with a few guys. Sir Akram also has spoken with her. But in the middle
Okay.
of summer, I dropped down. So I have to restart it again from the first, not from the middle.
No problem, no problem. I think we
Mm.
have a few
And
team members over as here as well. I'll get you connected. I think I can see Rajdeep over here. Rajdeep, can you hear me? I can see Asra. Rajdeep or Asra, can you hear me?
sir, I have another concern before
Yeah,
this.
what is it? Yeah, what is the
Yeah.
concern?
The concern is about my age. At now, it's 38 years.
Okay. See,
So that
that is why we need to go through your detailed profile, right? I need to go through your
yeah,
entire CV, right?
yeah,
What are the job profiles that you have worked in recent times, and all of
mm,
it, and only then we
mm,
can conclude what can be the best possible options. Correct?
yeah. Yes. So the previously while the I have spoken, I have they told me like kind of senior pharmacist or the hospital pharmacist. They told me like that. That's okay for me. But the last year, I think I have spoken with them.
Yeah, last year is a different thing altogether,
Different thing. That's what.
Mahesh.
That's what.
Yeah,
That's a
things
different
are
thing.
changing
That they,
rapidly. Things are
yeah,
changing rapidly, so we have to see
rapidly.
each and every aspect before we can guide you with the correct
Mm.
solutions. Right.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Yeah. Okay.
better that we get on a one-on-one call and understand your
Sure.
profile and
Sure.
your current state, post which we can help you with a possible solution, you know
Sure.
uh, which will be unique to your profile, and which can help you land in Australia with a permanent job and a permanent visa. Okay.
Yeah. PR.
So absolutely, I mean, that's the final goal, but then we have to work on the pathways related
Yes.
to that, and then we can guide you on a one-on-one basis.
Yes.
Right.
That's
I would request, I think
you.
there are counselors
Yes.
over here also available. I will
Just
request them to call you immediately.
just think everything on my side it's a zero. I don't know anything. That's you need to think
No
that
worries,
only.
no worries, no worries. I got your
Because
point and
I
I'll get
don't.
you connected. I got your point. I'll get you connected immediately.
Yes, that's better because I don't know anything before. I already started the interaction between the guys who has spoken the last year, but I
Sure,
left
sure, sure.
everything.
I,
But I
I
left
I've noted down
everything.
everything. I have
Mm,
noted down everything. I'll move on to the
mm,
next person who has a question, please. And in the meantime, I'll ask Rajdeep or Asra or whoever is here
mm. Tell them to
to
start
get
from the
them.
zero. That's better to me because if I think
Don't worry. Our our
yeah,
team's our, our team's motto is to help you from scratch, actually, right? So
yes,
whenever we are having a word with you, and I've assigned you a
mm,
new counselor, entirely new counselor, so even he has to gather all the information. So don't worry. We are the
mm.
best at our services, so we'll provide you 100% guidance in terms of first noting down your profile and then helping you accordingly.
Yes, the age is also going on. The year at this end of the year, I need to start that end to end of the year. I need to end everything. I need to land on the next year. Like that, I'm starting the target that way.
Okay, fair enough.
Sure, Mahesh, you will receive a call shortly.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Can I
Thank you.
drop this video?
Yeah, yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Shivani, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hi. So basically, I have attended a similar webinar which was there last month, I think. So I actually wanted to register for the prep course, and
Sure.
like I have registered multiple times on the website, but I haven't received anything, which is why I am here for this webinar as well, so that I could get to talk to
Could you
someone.
please uh, I think who is here? Rajdeep, are you here? Rajdeep, Vasanta, are you here?
Yes, yes, I'm here.
Vasanta, call her right away. Okay, call her right
Sure,
away
sure, sure.
immediately.
Shivani, can
Do
you
you
drop your
need
number?
my number or anything right now? Like
Yeah,
I've not put it in the
just
chat.
add the number on the chat.
Okay,
Vasanta will call you right away.
sure. All right, works.
Thank you, Shivani.
Thank you.
Robin, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, ma'am. Can
Robin,
you hear me? Hello.
yes, you're audible.
So, ma'am, hope you are doing well. I just want to clear that if your academically will support us, you will give us coaching for Australian exam. So, what about the clinicals? So, you will be there for clinicals also?
Yeah, obviously, as of now, we are only providing coaching for APC Part 1. But sooner
Okay.
or later, we'll be starting with the APC 2 as well. We are working on the clinical part as well, right? So our team is in the
Okay.
research field. By the time probably we'll clear the APC Part 1, we'll have our APC 2 in place as well.
Okay.
Arindam,
So
I
the
just
next.
want to add something over here. Yeah. So, whatever you'll be preparing for the APC written exam, the similar
Mm-hmm.
MSK ortho and your neuro,
Yeah.
right? And your
Yeah.
CP. The written
Yes.
exam and the practical exam has a lot of similarities, doctor. Okay.
Okay.
So, all the
Okay.
materials will be there with you. So, when you're preparing for the written exam,
No, the
automatically the
actual thing
clinical.
is the standard of their healthcare is different from India. So we will
Yes,
find
that's all
difficulty.
there. So
Mm.
we are having a proper course for the on the Australian standards only, like the code of
Okay.
conduct, the
Yeah.
guidelines, the infection control
Okay.
guidelines, everything.
Okay.
All the PPTs are
Okay.
designed. So as Arindam told,
Yeah.
we'll be starting with the
Okay.
clinical also as you finish up with the written exam. But even when you're preparing for the written exam, automatically you get prepared for the clinicals also. So it's
Okay. Okay.
totally on the Australian pattern, right?
Okay. See, ma'am, I have HCPC registered. I am fully registered with HCPC. Okay. I just want to, if I convert it to New Zealand, so I will be get 2 years mandatory. I think for working there will be mandatory for going to Australia.
Yes, you have to work for 2 years in New Zealand
So
and then
now
only you can work.
they will provide visas because nowadays it's very hard to get visas.
See, the
Hello.
first things first is you need to go there and you need to practice, right? Things change like every
Yeah.
month, every now and then. So practicing for two
Okay.
years automatically, yes, why not? You will get it. Not a problem. People are getting it, you'll also get it. Okay?
So the exam, Australian exam is happening 4 times a year. So I
Yes.
can write it in from India. So is there particular like Delhi or Hyderabad, some like that?
No, so basically it's a remote exam. So when you book the
Uh-huh.
exam, you get an option of appearing for it remotely from Australia, from Perth, or maybe
Okay.
from India
Okay.
or any other country. That would be the option of UK timing. Okay. So you have to sit at your own home and, appear for the
Oh,
exam.
okay.
That
Okay.
wouldn't be an issue.
Okay. Okay. So we
Okay.
have to set it out. Huh?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
ma'am. My last question is, see, if we start our journey for Australia, should we go for English language first, or should we crack the exam first, Australian
I
exam?
think your exam first and then English. Okay.
Okay, okay. So the
Okay.
next step will be English, huh?
It's up to you, but people usually do
Okay,
that. Yeah.
okay, ma'am. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
So can
Welcome.
somebody can follow up me for further from your side?
Yes. Arindam, up
Yes,
to you.
Robin. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting somebody to.
Yeah,
Rajdeep,
yeah.
are you here?
Oh.
Rajdeep, are you here?
So I will contact them for your fee structure for coaching and everything. He will be explained.
Sure. It will be done right now. Right now. You'll get
Yeah.
a call right away.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Robin. So now we have, I can't pronounce the name. You can ask your question, please. Priyanka, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Ma'am, how much time gap between the written exam and the clinical assessment, ma'am? So once you clear, if you once clear the written exam, after that, how much time will take to give the clinical assessment?
Dr.
Okay,
Sonal.
so yes. Okay, so Priyanka, it's up to you, right? Once you finish up with the written exam, you can take the clinical exam whenever you want. But usually the faculties and everybody suggest that you should, have a gap of 6 months,
Okay.
to prepare yourself for practical also. And in the meantime, you can also gain your experience for 6 months more of whatever experience you have. So see,
Okay.
experience doesn't count, but yeah, if you know how to deal with the patients, it's better for you. So yeah, you
Okay.
can take it whenever you want. Yeah.
It means there is no time limit. You can write, you can give written
No,
exam
you can
this year,
take
and
it.
I
Like
can
earlier
also
it
give the
was.
next year.
Yes, yes, yes. Even you can book the exam. Like if you talk about MSK, if you talk about neuro, if you talk about CP, then you can book the neuro exam for one day, and then after 1 or 2 months, you can book for CP. So it's totally up to you. Because see, usually what happens, you have to go to Melbourne and sit for the practical exam, right? And
Okay.
if you go on a visit visa, 3 months is something within which you have to finish that up.
Okay.
So yeah, so you have to do that only. Like take the visa, book your exam, and then finish all the 3 subjects and come back. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. If I didn't give my clinical assessment, if I give only written assessment, you said that there is a work visa. So is work visa applicable for all the family members or only for me, ma'am?
See, majorly you have to go there and settle yourself because you'll be working under limited registration physiotherapist, right? So
Okay.
first you need to find a job. You need to find an supervisor who will be,
Okay.
who will be acting as an employer to you. You need to get your limited registration done from Australian board, and then you can migrate. So it's
Okay.
better you go first and then yeah. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Priyanka. Dr. Honey, you can ask your question. Please unmute yourself, Dr. Honey. Are you there?
Yes.
So just a quick
Yes,
announcement. Rajdeep was another call. He is now here. I think there was somebody who was looking to get connected right away.
Yes, Robin.
Robin, right? Robin,
Yes.
are you there?
Yeah,
Robin,
I can hear you. I can hear you. Yeah.
Robin, Rajdeep will be calling you. Can you please share your number on the chat space
Oh,
immediately so
okay,
that
okay. So
Rajdeep can give you a
I'm
call?
working in Oman, so my Indian number won't be available. So you can call me in WhatsApp.
Yes, I'll
Sure,
give you
sure,
a
sure.
WhatsApp call.
I ask about is
Please
there
share
is
your
age
WhatsApp number, Robin, in the chat box.
Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Honey, please ask your question.
I ask about is there is age limit for the process?
You're talking about the age limit for the process?
Age. I ask about is there is
Yes.
age limit for the process?
No age limit as such. Nothing has been mentioned. But yeah, for the visas, I think Arindam, is there an age limit for the visas?
Yeah, 45 years. 45 years is the
Yes.
age limit. So I think, I don't know what's your age currently, but we would love to look at your profile once. Okay. So we'd love to go through your CV, understand your current age, current profile, current experience, and then guide you accordingly with a possible pathway so that you can migrate to Australia.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Guys, anybody has any other question? Please ask your question. Please unmute yourself and ask your question. Yes, Mohammed Shabir, please ask your question. Mohammed Shabir, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone.
So I'm having a doubt regarding the qualification eligibility. So I did my masters in India, Chennai. So I'm having more than a 3 years experience. So I'm eligible for the APC. Am I audible?
Yes. So for APC, even if you have done your BPT degree, you're eligible. No experience is required for APC. Okay. But you have a good
Okay.
profile. Yeah.
Oh, for the MPT Neuros educate.
Sorry.
So MPT itself educate for the eligibility.
Yes. Either you are
So we
BPT
don't
or
need any
MPT.
experience.
No, you don't. If you have it, it's well and good. But even if you don't have, that's not a compulsion. Yeah.
Okay. So, ma'am,
Okay.
you have said that after completing theoretical exam, so we can take at least 6 months for the practical.
Yes. Yes.
So
You can.
we have
Yeah.
to stay in the Australia for taking practical exam, or else we can practice here and then we can go for only to the practical to the Australia.
You can practice over here and then you can go to Australia and sit for the clinical exams. You have to book your exam from your home country only. It's an online booking. All right. So when you get a proper date that
Okay.
yes, you have to travel to Melbourne on that particular date, you get your visa done. You can go sit for the exam and come back. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because in India there is very less standard when comparing to the Australia.
Yeah, but
So
the
the
thing
way
is
of
when
treating the patient and taking.
yes, that's what I'm saying. That's what I told in
Yeah,
the earlier
please, ma'am,
question
yes, please.
also. That while you're preparing for the written exam, our
Okay,
PPTs, our faculties are all practicing in Australia. And not 1 or 2 years, they're all practicing since
okay,
5 or 8 years and have their own institution over there. Okay. So whatever
okay,
you will be taught according to the Australian standards and not the Indian standards. That is the difference between the academically content and the other institutions' content. Right? Because the content is itself
okay,
made by the
okay,
Australian
okay,
physiotherapists practicing there. So you will already be
okay.
well aware of the guidelines and everything when you prepare for the written exam itself.
Mm.
So it won't be a great issue. Okay?
Okay. So
Yeah.
next last question is,
Yes.
so this is like stage by stage wise only for
Mm-hmm.
getting a license to Australia. So first is
Mm-hmm.
the eligibility.
Mm-hmm.
For that, it's they are having some USD. So in academically, how you will be getting stage by stage. Uh, uh,
Interim certificate. Yes. Listen. So basically, there are 3 things only. What we say call as document verification, that is divided into various stages. So first things first, you need to submit your document. Okay. And once while that time only, you have to finish up with the cultural safety training. Now, what is that? There are certain videos uploaded on the APC website. You have to watch that. There are some MCQs in the end of the module, and you need to score 80% over there, which is very simple. Okay. So your cultural safety training is nothing but see, Australia wants you or anybody who is migrating to their country to know their culture and standards. All right. So that's the
true,
thing.
true, true.
Once you're done with this, once your documents are verified, you get an interim certificate, which is a license that you can sit for the written exam. So academically prepares you for the this interim certificate process also for the written assessment as well. Okay.
Thank you so much, doctor. That's great
You're
information.
welcome. Yeah.
I'm looking forward for the fee structure. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. So our team will be connecting with you. I hope I didn't miss that.
Azhar, you are here? Azhar?
Yeah, yeah, I'm here, sir. I'm here, sir.
No,
I'm in
no.
the
Yes,
line.
sir.
I'm
Yes,
talking
sir. I'm
to the
available.
council. Yeah. Please
Oh, sorry,
call
sorry.
her
Yes.
right away. Call him right away.
Can you provide his number?
Can you please share your
I
number on
just
the WhatsApp chat
already.
one? Yeah. It's there, right?
All,
Okay. Sir, can you check the WhatsApp, sorry, the G chat, the Google
Yes,
Meet
yes,
chat?
yes. I can have a look at it. There is Robin and Shivani. There are only 2 numbers that I can see.
Shabir, it would be great if you could.
name, email ID,
No,
phone
no, please
number,
check the first message. First message.
everything in the G chat.
Can you repaste it?
Shabir, it would be great if you could just provide the details once again.
Okay, Azhar, I'm passing on the information to you. I have seen it. Mohammed Shabir, right?
Thank you so
I
much,
have
sir.
the information. Yeah, I'll pass on the details.
All right.
Thank you. Yes, Leah, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hello, ma'am. Can you talk a little bit clear about that non-exam pathway for APC without the written assessment?
Sorry,
Hello?
you're not audible.
She's asking about the direct HCPC pathway. Am I right, Lisa?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Okay. So that pathway is basically the non-exam pathway. Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah. Shall I proceed?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that is basically an HCPC pathway. So HCPC is the registration which you get for UK. All right. If you want to practice in UK as a physiotherapist, you just need to submit your documents and fill up the form. And once the documents are verified, you get registered, or you rather get an HCPC registration to practice for UK. Suppose you don't want to go to UK, then you can shift your registration to New Zealand through the express pathway. All right. So now you become a UK registered physiotherapist as well as an NZ, New Zealand registered physiotherapist. Now, if you migrate to New Zealand after that registration, practice for 2 years in New Zealand. And then if you want to shift your registration to Australia or APC Council, then you can proceed with the APC registration without sitting for a practical or written assessment. Am I clear?
Yes,
Lisa?
ma'am. So both the registrations are needed.
Yeah, both the registrations are needed. Along with that, you need to practice for 2 years in New Zealand.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Yes, Shabir, do you have any other question? Shabir, you're not audible. Does anyone have any other question? Please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Yeah, I'm having one last question, ma'am.
Yes, please ask.
So when I came across Academically website, so I saw about the scholarship which is provided by Academically. So what is the process and eligibility for that scholarship, ma'am? Is that available?
Shabir, you have to attend our scholarship test. Okay. So I guess Azhar
Okay.
will be connecting with you right away. I would love to
Okay.
instruct Azhar to share the link with you. Azhar, you're here, right? Azhar, you're here?
Yes, yes, I have
Yes, sir. Yes,
texted.
Yeah.
yes, sir. I'm here. I'm
After
here.
no, I'm talking to Azhar. Actually, I'm instructing him to
Sorry,
share the
sorry.
link with you. Yeah. So Azhar, once you explain him all the process, please do share the scholarship link, right? And Shabir, you have to attempt the scholarship test. And once you clear
Okay.
it, with a decent enough marks, Azhar will be connecting you to me for further discussions
Okay.
related to scholarships and offers possible.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yep. And I think Vasanta, are you free right now? Vasanta or Rasdeep, please get connected
Yes, sir.
to please get connected to Suclean Core. You can
Okay.
collect a number from the Google Meet chat.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Thank you, sir. Devika, yes, please ask your question.
Good afternoon, ma'am. I am currently a BPT final year BPT student, and I'm looking forward to moving to New Zealand after my bachelor's. So I would like to ask if I should prepare my APC exam right now and then give my exam and then move to New Zealand, or should I go? Is it possible if I go there and give the exam? Which one would you suggest?
Okay, so Devika, like you want to move to New Zealand, as in how? Like, are you going to study over there or something else?
Initially, I would want to work and then opt for masters.
Okay, so like you want to go to New Zealand first and then Australia is what you're talking about?
No, I have to move to New Zealand. Also, I have to give APC.
No. To move to New Zealand, you need to finish up with your general registration for New Zealand. New Zealand is not having any examination. APC is only for Australia.
So I can
Okay?
directly move to New Zealand and work as a physiotherapist over there.
Yes, you need to get your general registration, but it's not very easy to get a general registration. Rather than this, you should go through the HCPC pathway. Because if you are an HCPC registered candidate, then for you to register to New Zealand, it's very easy because they have a separate pathway for the HCPC candidate, which is called as express pathway. Okay.
Okay. So that I
So
should
yeah.
do immediately after I'm done with my final year.
Yeah, but it's better that you sit for the APC exam, or if you have to go to New Zealand, then this is the best option. But if you want to go to Australia, then sitting for the APC exam, written exam is the best option, because see, you are a fresh graduate. The entire BPT course is fresh in your mind. Okay.
Yeah.
So you just have to mold your Indian BPT standards with the Australian standards, and you can very well off finish up the exam. So it's
Yes.
up to you. If you want to move to Australia, then the APC written exam is the best option. If you want to move to New Zealand, then going through HCPC pathway would be a great option for you. Okay.
One more question, ma'am.
Yes.
For few years, I would like to. My plan would be like staying in New Zealand and then move to Australia. So if I give my APC right now and hopefully if I pass it, so is it okay? Like if I don't immediately move to Australia, it will be eligible after if I go after a few years.
See, you have to pass the written exam, then you have to pass the practical exam, and at the same time, you have to get an AFRA registration done. That's the Australian board. Okay. Australian Health Regulatory Board, AFRA. So once you're done with the AFRA registration, you have to go, like every year, you have to renew it. All right. And they keep on checking whether you're, properly working or not. So this and that. So concentrate on one thing. If you want to move to Australia, then have this pathway. If you want to work in New Zealand, get your New Zealand registration done. Once your New Zealand registration is done, you're practicing for 2 years in New Zealand. You do not have to sit for the APC written exam. You can just shift your registration to Australia, right? So I think that would be a better option. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, 𝗙𝗏𝗘. Gautam, yes, please ask your question.
Hello, good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon. Yes, please.
Ma'am, my question is, when will the batch will start?
Okay, so our batch has new batch for the June exam. So basically, see, your exam is conducted 4 times a year, correct? Similarly, our batches also run like that. Okay, but at the same time, we keep on shifting you. Like you have the access for entire time, right? Entire time as in the yearly annual access. So see, basically it depends upon when you're going to sit for the examination. All right. So then you are enrolled in that current batch, right? And then you are prepared for that. So one of our counselors will be connecting with you, doctor, and they'll be able to guide you properly. Okay. We need to know your planning as well. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Gautam. Anybody has any
Gautam,
other
can I
question?
have your number on the chat section?
Yes, sure,
Gautam?
sir.
Sure. And I guess Vasanta, are you free? Vasanta? I guess he's still on the call.
Sir, I am free.
Okay. Then get him connected to a counselor. Asdeep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, Nima, yes, please ask your question. Please unmute yourself.
Hello, ma'am. Actually, I wanted to know whether it is just for MBT and BPT, or is it for like other courses too, like for nurses and all? Because
Yeah, sure. We do cater to every healthcare professionals. And as of now, today we are discussing for physiotherapists. But definitely, I believe you're a nurse, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Sure. So what I'll do is I'll get you connected for a one-on-one call, right? And then that particular person can explain you about the route and the pathway for a nurse to land in Australia or any other part of the world, like US or anywhere.
Yes, US
So
actually.
I hope you've done your BSc nursing, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, fair enough. So I'll get you connected to 𝗙𝗘𝗘. Could you please share your phone number in the chat section, and I'll get you connected to 𝗙𝗘𝗘, who is a specialized, counselor for NCLEX, actually, for nurses.
Sure, sir. Sure. Thank you so much. So actually, like I'm already done with NCLEX and all.
Okay, you have
NCLEX
already
and
cleared
OPT.
that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I recently did it. But
Okay.
like for further processing, I'm not sure like how to go with it. But the official results are not yet it is not with me right now. because I just recently got it. So I believe it will be with me by 4 to 5 weeks now from now.
Any which ways, you can stay in touch with Karthike. He can help you a bit, right, and see how the results go about, right, and we'll take it forward from there on.
Okay, just thank you so much.
Whatever is possible from our end, we can help you with that.
Okay, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Nima. Rutvika, please ask your question. Rutvika, please unmute yourself.
Hello, hello, ma'am.
Yes, you're audible, Rutvika.
Okay, ma'am. So, if I clear APC 1 in India, then can I go to Australia as a physiotherapy assistant on work visa, and then clear APC 2 while doing a job as an assistant physiotherapy in Australia?
Yes, many people do that, and you can do that as well. You'll get a limited registration from AFRA board. All right. But for that, you need to first find an employer or supervisor. Okay. Through the online mode, you can do that. And yes, you can go. Okay. I hope the question is answered.
Okay. Rutvika, I hope you have got your answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Chavez, please unmute yourself and ask your question. Yes, Chavez, please ask your question. Are you there? Okay, Mohammed Nurullah, please ask your question.
Hello.
Yes, Chavez,
Hello.
please ask your question. Yes.
Ma'am, I'm Savik Chaudhary from Shamli, Uttar Pradesh. Hello.
Yes, Chavez, please ask your question.
Ma'am, I have done in 2019 and I have 4-year experience as a pharmacist at own my pharmacy. Then after, what are the process in open exam? I want to move in Australia as a pharmacist.
Arindam is asking about the OPRA exam.
Okay. May I know your experience and your background a bit? Like you've done your B Pharma, right?
Right, sir. B Pharm.
And how many years of experience do you have?
I have 4-year experience at on my pharmacy.
Okay, ठीक है. So definitely आप eligible तो हो. What I can do is probably I can get you connected to a counselor first. ठीक है. Today आज हम इधर पे physiotherapist के बारे में discuss कर रहे हैं. But since you have reached out to us, immediately I'll get you connected to somebody from our counseling team. Correct? To connect with you regarding OPRA and how a pharmacist can actually land in tier 1 countries like Australia, New Zealand, other countries. Okay? तो आपको अभी इंफॉर्मेशन मिल जाएगा. आप प्लीज अपना फोन नंबर ईमेल आईडी हमारे चैट बॉक्स में ड्रॉप करो एंड आई विल गेट यू कनेक्टेड राइट अवे. आपको 5-10 मिनट के अंदर कॉल आ जाएगा.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Chavez. Yes, Mohammed Nurullah, please ask your question.
Hi, this is Nurullah this year. Actually, what I wanted to know is this only like from your end, you're collecting an exam or you are guiding us for a physiotherapy to get a job over in Australia or any other abroad country?
I didn't get
Am
your
I
question.
audible?
Is your question like so you're asking whether we provide jobs or we are only helping with the licensing exam? Is that your question?
Yes, exactly.
See, first and foremost thing is you have to understand to get a job in any of the countries, you have to get yourself registered. Correct?
Yep.
So for you to actually register in a particular country, you have to clear the licensing exams, right? So we are a healthcare education company that helps healthcare professionals to land into different countries, right? And
Yeah.
settle over there with permanent jobs and permanent PR. But what we do is primarily we're an education company, right?
Okay.
So we can guide you with a detailed counseling about multiple pathways to land over there. Second thing,
Okay.
what we can do is we can help you clear those licensing exams, right? And at the beginning itself, you must have seen that we are also helping people with the study abroad option, right? So there are healthcare
Correct.
people who want to pursue their higher education abroad as well, right? So
Correct.
it's a one-stop solution which can help you not only clear the licensing exams but also study abroad through us as well, right? Get an opportunity to study in top-tier universities. Having said that, the market in every country is highly competitive, right? So we can
Yeah.
help you with probably how to rewrite your CV, or how to create a cover letter that will create a difference, how people will differentiate your profile with somebody else, right? So we can
Okay.
guide you on those aspects, but we are not a company that can assure you that we will place you in top tier
Got it. Got it. Got it.
countries, right? Right.
One more question. Like an education company, you said, you will be providing the teaching for this license exam. Like, I
Absolutely,
belong to
absolutely.
Hyderabad actually. I'm a physiotherapist.
Sure. Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful. Hmm.
So I
So
have a
yes,
4 year of an
yeah,
experience
sure,
here.
sure.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I got your question. So yes, absolutely. Being an education company, our primary role is to provide enough resources, right, to clear the licensing exams. So we conduct live lectures, right, through our
Yeah.
faculties who are settled in Australia or any other part of the world, for which the licensing exams are getting conducted, right? And
Mhm.
through those live lectures, you will be able to understand the concepts, right, and how physiotherapy is getting practiced in Australia. You'll have those clarity as well, right?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
yes, since you're in Hyderabad, just for your information, we have our members in Hyderabad as well who can guide you about the process as well, right? So
Yeah.
I'll get you connected to somebody, and then probably if there is a need, you can meet him in Hyderabad as well.
Definitely. Definitely. I would love to. Yeah.
Okay, so I would love if you can share your phone number, and then Rajdeep, are you there? Rajdeep or Vasanta, who is free right now? Rajdeep, Vasanta, anybody who is free right now to take the
Yes,
call?
sir. Yes, sir.
You're free, so
Yes.
get connected with him and please explain him about the processes and how we can help him.
Okay.
Sir,
Okay, sir.
could you please share the same number to me also, that Hyderabad person number? Because I'm
See,
also from Hyderabad.
no worries. You drop your number, right? We'll get you connected, and
So I will.
we'll get you
Should
connected.
I drop my number in chat here?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, sure. We'll get you connected, and then we'll take it forward. No worries, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir,
Thank you so much.
sir, hello.
Yes, Priyanka.
Ma'am, UK, Australia, New Zealand, among these three countries, which is the best for the physiotherapist to migrate with the family?
Australia, any day. Looking at the current geopolitical, economic, and the job scenarios, I'm pretty sure Australia will give you the highest opportunities. Look at New Zealand. New Zealand is a country of 55 lakh people only, right?
Okay,
So,
sir.
uh, even if they maintain a ratio between population and healthcare professionals, so the overall population is so less that probably the healthcare professionals requirement is also lesser as compared to a country like Australia, right?
Okay.
UK is a country which is getting saturated right now, right? So
Okay.
considering all of these factors, I'm pretty sure Australia gives you that much required boost in terms of getting a job and settling over there.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Priyanka. Yes, Shifa, please ask your question.
Hi, I'm a registered physiotherapist in India and currently in a UK registered with the HCPC. I want to move from here to the Australia as a physio. So, do I need to go for a APC exam or like a part one, two, or a express flyer pathway?
See, I think you're registered in HCPC, right? And If you
Yes.
want to avoid your exams, then there are the process is that you have to transfer your license to New Zealand, work over there for 2 years in New Zealand, and then transfer your license to Australia. Right? That is
Uh,
quite difficult, I
yes.
believe. Right? And I think the easiest
Yes.
option for you will
Yes.
be to appear in the APC 1 and 2 exam, clear it, and then probably move to
Okay.
Australia. Right?
Okay. So for APC one, if I'll clear, is it possible in a UK? Can I clear in a UK?
I mean, obviously, yes, you can. APC 1, you can. But for APC 2, you have to be in
Okay.
Australia to appear in the exam.
Okay. So for to apply for a work permit over in Australia after clearing APC one, so only I can move on a work visa or any other way.
See, there are multiple pathways, right? So I don't know what's your exact age, what's your overall experience, right? So we need to check on those factors, right? And
Okay.
the visas that are on offer are the sponsored visas, which is like the work permit, the PR, right? For fully
Yes.
registered physiotherapists, you can apply for the PR, or I know if
Okay.
you're a young recent graduate, I don't know what's your background like. We will highly recommend that you move to
I'm
Australia on a yeah. You can
Yes,
move on a student
I
visa.
graduated in 2017. I have 5 years of
2017.
experience in a home.
Okay, fair enough. So what I will request is if you can get in touch with one of our counselors, right? And then let's have a
Yes,
close look
I
at
already
your profile.
requested.
Sure, sure.
I requested for like a consultation. So I'm waiting for that. What time will be fixed? So I
Sure.
already
I will get you
requested for
connected
them.
right now. I'll get you connected right now. Uh,
Okay.
Counselors, anybody who is free right now?
Sir, Surya is free.
Surya's free. Okay,
Yes.
ask him to connect with her right now.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Shifa. Does anyone have any other question? Sayyida Qadri, do you have any question?
Shifa, can you share your number?
Yes, Nicola, please unmute yourself and ask your question.
Hi, just now I just saw all the questions. What I was about to ask, it's been cleared right now. I just want to know the fee structure and the proper guidance throughout this journey. So can you please help it out?
Sure, Nicola. I think I'll get you connected right away. Rajdev, who is
Yeah, I
free
was
in the
just
team
passing
right
the
now?
number on.
Sir, I can do, sir. I can do.
You can do. Okay, fine.
I think you can't call me. Better you can text me by WhatsApp. I'm in Qatar.
Surely will do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Please do share your number along with the country code, guys. People who want us to connect with you through WhatsApp, please do share your country code as well. It will be easier for
Sure.
us to reach out to you.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Nicola. Does anyone have any other question? Yes, Leah, please ask your question.
Ma'am, if I'm currently in India, and when I go to New Zealand, have a 2 experience there, can I get that non-exam pathway or this HCPC is necessary?
I didn't get your question actually. If you want to move to
First,
New Zealand,
no, Australia, then no, non-exam pathway. First, we go to New
non-exam.
Zealand.
Okay, you want to avoid exams, right? And you want to go to Australia?
Yes.
Then obviously you have to find a job in New Zealand, work over there for 2 years, get the required experience, and then you can migrate to Australia to the Trans-Tasman mutual recognition pathway, right? But then again, I would request that you get in touch with us. We want to revisit your profile, okay, go through your current experiences and then guide you, because see, avoiding exams is not the key over here. It's about the final outcome, and I think the moment we start understanding your profile and your current experience, we can help you with the best possible options, right? So we have the options both for the exam and the non-exam pathway. But I think we need to have a close look at your profile, right? And because the question is, it's about getting a job in New Zealand. So we need to check whether you have the required experience or the background to actually get a job in New Zealand, right? So we'll give you our honest feedback and then help you with a possible pathway.
Okay.
Okay. Vasanta, are you there?
Yes, Ishan.
Please do connect with her. I would request if you can share your number on the chat section so that Vasanta can call you right away. Yeah. Vasanta, please call her right away.
Sure, sure.
Okay, sure. Now, is anybody left? Anyone? Any other question?
Hello.
Yes, Priyanka.
Ma'am, if I migrate to Australia with PR, do I get directly physiotherapist or I have to do the physiotherapy assistant job? Which will I will get directly physiotherapist or physiotherapy assistant?
Priyanka, you will try and understand that every healthcare professional, like a doctor or a dentist or a physiotherapist, they will get their PR only if they are getting fully registered in Australia to practice independently. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So PR will not be given to you before you are an independent practitioner or you have the full registration.
Okay.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that is the key.
And Priyanka, you will receive a call. You can get all of your answers. Our counselor will call you. They will give you a free counseling session. So you don't have to worry. You will get all the answers. You can ask from your counselor. Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem. Yes, Irfan, any question? Please unmute yourself. Irfan Khan, any question?
Hello, I'm on.
Sorry, you're not audible.
Hello.
Yes.
Am I
Please.
audible, ma'am?
Yes, you are now.
Okay. Thank you. Ma'am, I have a question. I did my BPT in 2020, and presently I have private experience of working in 4 years in physiotherapy. And today, the session of job in Australia. Can I get any details about job in Gulf countries?
You are looking for pathways to land in Gulf, right? As a physiotherapist, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, fair enough. I think better we get on a call, right? And check your profile, and we can guide you on a one-on-one basis, right? I think we're not discussing Gulf today, but then obviously
Okay.
since you've reached out to us, it's my responsibility to get you connected to somebody. Rajdeep, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you please get connected to Irfan once?
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
So, Irfan, please drop your number and Rajdeep will be calling you.
Oh, sure, I will.
Thank you, Irfan. Yes, Gautam, any other question?
Yes, ma'am. Actually, I want to know the passing percentage of this written exam of an average Indian student.
Gautam, see, I would say, these kind of data are not available anywhere, right? That
Okay,
whether
sir.
you're an average student or you're a bright student.
Okay,
See,
sir.
how will I answer this question of yours is, see, you have done your bachelor's, right? You know
Yes.
your trade very well and you want to migrate to a different country, right? So don't think yourself to be an average student. Look at your, larger goal and move towards it, work towards it, right? So you have, through our resources, you can definitely clear the exam. You have to put in your efforts, right? So if 3 hours per day is enough for you, go for it. If 6 hours is required, go for it. If 18 hours are required, go for it. You have to put in your efforts. That's it, right? Don't look at numbers whether an average student can clear it or not, right? So it's an exam. It's bound to be competitive, right? People from across the world are actually attending the exam. So forget about whether it's India or Pakistan, Nepal, doesn't matter, right? So you work towards the goal and our resources can definitely help you.
ओके सर। और एक चीज और पूछनी थी सर, जैसे रिटन एग्जाम क्लियर करने के बाद क्लिनिकल एग्जाम क्लियर करने में भी कितना टाइम लगता है ये स्टूडेंट को? सेम मतलब क्वेश्चन, मतलब आपका पॉइंट
देखो
ठीक
आप,
है,
अब
लेकिन
मैं
फिर भी
वही बताऊंगा कि देखो आप क्या है, बेसिकली ऑस्ट्रेलिया में कैसे प्रैक्टिस किया जाता है क्लिनिकली एंड इंडिया में कैसे प्रैक्टिस किया जाता है, देयर इज अ डिफरेंस, ठीक है। लेकिन आपके कॉन्सेप्ट्स तो अभी तक आई गेस क्लियर होना चाहिए क्योंकि आप इंडिया में रजिस्टर्ड हो, राइट। सो 4 से 5 महीने या 6 महीने मान के चलो, अगर आप ध्यान से पढ़ाई करोगे, चीजों को समझने की कोशिश करोगे, कॉन्सेप्ट्स क्लियर रखोगे, यू विल बी एबल टू क्लियर।
ओके सर। और लाइसेंस एग्जाम क्लियर होने के बाद सर वहाँ पे पीआर कितना टाइम बाद मिलता है और क्या प्रोसेस रहता है सर, ये भी थोड़ा जानना चाहूंगा।
एब्सोल्युटली गौतम, इसके लिए क्या करना है ना, पहले आपको तो आपका जो प्रोफाइल है ना डिटेल में हमें समझना है। वाई? बिकॉज
ओके।
आप अभी क्या कर रहे हो, कितने साल का एक्सपीरियंस है, कब आपने बीपीटी कंप्लीट किया है, आपका एज क्या है, एन नंबर ऑफ फैक्टर्स, राइट। आपकी इंग्लिश का स्कोर कितना हो सकता है, करेक्ट। क्या ऑस्ट्रेलियन पीयर पॉइंट कैलकुलेटर के हिसाब से आपके रिक्वायर्ड पॉइंट्स बन रहे हैं कि नहीं बन रहे, राइट। ये सारे चीजों को हमें डिस्कस करना है 1 by 1, करेक्ट। उसके बाद ही मैं आपको एक पर्टिकुलर पाथवे बता पाऊंगा, करेक्ट, कि आप कैसे ऑस्ट्रेलिया जा सकते हो बीइंग एन एवरेज इंडियन फिजियोथेरेपिस्ट, क्या क्या आपके लिए बेस्ट रहेगा।
ओके
ओके,
सर, ओके।
सो दैट इज व्हाई इट विल बी ग्रेट इफ यू कैन गेट ऑन अ one-on-one कॉल।
यस सर, वो राजदीप सर से मैं करूंगा, अभी उनका कॉल आ गया था, आफ्टर मीटिंग में उनको कॉल बैक करूंगा।
अच्छा, राजीव का कॉल आ गया था आपके पास, फेयर
यस
इनफ।
सर।
तो आप राजीव से खुल के बात करो, ठीक है। ही इज
ओके।
ऑल्सो यंग, राइट, ही विल अंडरस्टैंड योर माइंडसेट, ठीक है।
ओके सर।
एंड ही हैज काउंसल अ लॉट मेनी पीपल, सो डेफिनेटली आपके जो पर्सनल क्वेश्चंस है, डाउट्स है, वो डेफिनेटली आपको हेल्प कर पाएंगे, राइट। आप खुल के बात
ओके
करो,
सर।
विल गिव यू द बेस्ट पॉसिबल सोल्यूशन।
ओके सर, थैंक यू।
Thank you, Gautam. So I hope all of you all have got your answers. If you want to, get the more counseling, please drop your details in the chat box and our counselors will connect with you. So I hope now we can end the session, Arindam sir.
Yeah, I think so. If we don't have any other questions, we can end it. Okay.
Yes, now I think we have no more questions. So, okay. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining this webinar. Thank you for your time. We keep, doing a lot of webinars for different courses. So you can just follow us on our social media platforms and you can, get all the updates there. Thank you for joining this webinar. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sonal.